कभी तू मुझे नजरों से दूर किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए जानदा है दिल ये तो जान दिया तू तेरे बिना मैं न रहूं मेरे बिना तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए तू किथे चलिए कटे तेरे संगया संगया रे के रातां लंबिया लंबिया रे कटे तेरे संगया संगया रे के रातां लंबिया लंबिया रे कटे तेरे संगया संगया रे तेरे संगया संगया रे के रातां लंबिया लंबिया रे कटे तेरे संगया संगया रे के रातां लंबिया लंबिया रे कटे
Yeah. Why we gotta leave this? Get off the horse, we go around like we did go around the horse. I don't want to get kicked out of the horse. Yeah, I don't want to get kicked out of the horse. Tell the side.
The friends and family to make their way down here. I want to invite you guys to fill in this space right here between myself and the horse. We're going to turn... As Ravi gets on that horse, I need you guys to make some noise. My man made that look too easy. I need y'all to give him some noise. Come on. So for those of you guys that have been to a parade, which I feel is like most of you guys, typically this is the celebration right before Ravi gets married. But we know they had their beautiful wedding already. But Ravi wants to have a party, and you know what? I've never wanted to turn down a party. So we're gonna dance the party, we're gonna celebrate their beautiful marriage. So I need you guys, all the Dungeon family, I need y'all to make some noise. We want to get a dance floor going right in front of that horse. So I need mom and dad, I need you out there. All the cousins, aunts, uncles, friends. Doesn't matter if you're on the bride side or groom side. I need my bridesmaids out there, come on. I see our beautiful bride, I need Shruti out there, come on, make some out there. All the Ravi's aunts and uncles. Now I need the bridesmaids to join them. I need all the bride's cousins and aunts and uncles to join them. And I need my bridal party to join them. Come on, bridal party. And all my other friends and family, I need you with their hands up. Come on. All the way to the back, I need to see those hands up.
Dance class later.
That's right. That's right. Keep coming close. I want to fall in this face right here. I know this is Mom's favorite right here. So I need everybody to sing it with Mom right here. Come on. Hands up. And everybody jump, 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 jump. That's right, we got Dad breaking it down. I need y'all to make some noise. I need all the groomsmen out there with that. All the groomsmen, I need you out here. That's right. Dad, I need you out there with them. Dad, I need you out there with them. Everybody sing it, come on. Louder, come on. And everybody jump, 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 jump. We're gonna move forward, but we're gonna keep on dancing. All the way to the back, I need to see those hands up, come on. All the way to the back, hands up. Bridesmaids, I need you to bring Shruti out front with us. Groomsmen, where are you going? I need you out here. Come on. Hands up.
y no te dejes de esa nena. ¿Quién puede pagar eso que bailan de tu de la cadena? Y ese fuego que quema por dentro y lento te convierte en fiera. Una mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta.
I can't have my bride out here by herself. Come on, bridesmaids. Hands up, come on. Ruth, where you at? Get out of here. I know it's hot. On my left, we're gonna part the ways, and we're gonna have Ruby come down the middle. And I need y'all to make some noise for Ruby. Come on. That's right. I need to see those hands up. Everybody on this side, get those hands up. Everybody on this side, I need to see those hands up. Let's go in the middle right here. You ready to come down, join the party? I need y'all to make some noise for Ravi. Come on. All the guests on the left and right of Ravi and in the back. I want you guys to make your way to the front. We're going to have a little party right here out in front of the hotel. Come on. Y'all gonna make some more noise in there, come on! Robbie, you gonna bring it down? Bridesmaids, can I get you out there? Make some noise for the bridesmaids, come on! Everybody in the crowd, I need those hands up, come on! We got Shruti out there with Ravi. Make some noise! I need all the family and friends out there for this one. Come on. We're winding down to the end of the parade. I need to see those hands up. Come on. Hands up. Come on. We got that drone in the air. I need y'all to make some noise. We got Ravi dancing. I need y'all to make some noise for my man Ravi. Stand in here right here. That's right. Hands up. Come on. I need my family to make a noise. Make some noise right here. Come on.
मेरे होठों से धुआंधार निकलती है जो बोली, जैसे जैसे बंदूक की गोली। मेरे तेवर में है तहजीब की रंगीन रंगोली, जैसे जैसे हो ईद में होली। मेरे होठों से धुआंधार निकलती है जो बोली, जैसे जैसे बंदूक की गोली। मेरे तेवर में है तहजीब की रंगीन रंगोली, जैसे जैसे हो ईद में होली। मेरी जीवन की दशा थोड़ा रस्तों का नशा, थोड़ी मंजिल की प्यास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है, बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है। हाँ कसम से बाकी सब फर्स्ट क्लास है। पल में तोला पल में मासा, जैसी बाजी वैसा पासा। अपनी थोड़ी हटके दुनियादारी है, करना क्या है चांदी सोना, जितना पाना उतना खोना। हम तो दिल के धंधे के व्यापारी हैं।
Party started, but first I need to know, are y'all ready to have a good time tonight? Oh, no. I think we could do a little better than that. We are here at the main event, and I asked, are y'all ready to have a good time tonight? That's a little more like it. All right, well, I'm not going to waste any more time. It's time to bring out the stars of the party. First up, I need you to make some noise. It's the bridesmaids. Get it for Prachi, Rupa Bojraj, Rupa Shevli, Jaina, Anna, Ellen, Sasha,
Greetings,
Tejal,
loved ones.
Shilpi, and Tina.
Let's take a journey.
I know a place where the grass is really greener, warm, wet and wild. There must be something in the water. Sipping gin and juice, laying underneath the palm tree.
good, but now it's time for the groomsmen. It's Abhi, Gaurav, Samesh, Scotty, Anand, Cam, Nimesh, Chetan, Ketan, Elson, Nilesh, Bobby, and Samir.
It's just a public service announcement sponsored by Just Blaze and the good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history in the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the OV. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Fly it in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right, Ho. Not DOC, but similar to them letters. No one could do it better.
Make some noise for our groomsmen. All right, now it's time to get to the family. First up, we have our groom sister and her family. That's Sharon Dunjal Nichani and Vinay Nichani with their kids, Amika and Ayan. Time for our bride sister and her family. That's Priti Prasad and Kahan with their kids, Arav and Ria.
Baby, I look around since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your.
Get loud because it's time for our groom's parents. That's Aftar and Harshinder Dunjal.
O matwaliye, o matwaliye, o matwaliye nashile naina waliye, o matwaliye nashile naina waliye नी एक मैनू गल दस जा कि जिवें परसों वेख के सी हसदी नी एक वारी फेर हस जा नी एक वारी फेर हस जा नी एक वारी फेर हस जा तिखे तीर साडे सीने च उतार दे प्यार दे उछालियां च डोब सानू मार दे ओ तिखे तिखे तीर साडे सीने च उतार दे प्यार दे उछालियां च डोब सानू मार सुन नागणे ओ वे रागणे ओ सुन नागणे नी सुन वे रागणे नी एक वारी होर दस जा
Now it's time for our bride's parents. Make some noise for Srini and Shubha Prasad.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's
take it off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing our control.
Fill up my cup.
Oh, that's right. Mama and Papa came ready to party.
Just take it off.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think you know what time it is. I need you up out of your seat and on your feet. That's right. I need you up out of your seat and on your feet. I need the energy up here, all the way up. As it's time to introduce our bride and groom. Make some noise for Ravi, Danjal, and Shruti Prasad.
There are times when you need someone. I will be by your side. There is a light that shines special for you and me.
Yeah. I never knew a love like this. Gotta be something for me to write this. Queen, I ain't seen you in a minute. Wrote this letter and finally decided to send it. Signed, sealed, delivered for us to grow together. Love has no limit, let's spin it slow forever. I know your heart is weathered by what studs did to you. I ain't gon' start them cause I probably did it too. Because of you.
Come on, they can't hear you. Oh, I think we could do a little better than that. One more time for your bride and groom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more special guest, the star of the party. Ladies and gentlemen, the daughter of our bride and groom. Make some noise for Dia.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Let's hear it. Make some noise for this beautiful family. Our bride and groom and their beautiful daughter, 10 months old, getting to be a part of this special celebration with all of you tonight. That's right, let them hear it. All right now we're going to ask everybody to go ahead and find their way back to their seat. We're getting our bride and groom and their daughter settled in. We'll get started in just a second. For this evening, please put your hands together for Vinay Nichani and Karan Kahan.
Good to see you, Karan. You're looking good. I like it. You're looking good, too. It's good to be out here after all these years. Can you believe we're here today?
I can, but it's been a little while. It's 2 years. 2 years we've been waiting for this.
And you look different to me. I don't think you're the same Karan I remember from 2 years ago. Is that a new tuxedo?
Well, a lot of things changed in 2 years, including my waist size. Maybe that happened for some of you all, too, but I don't know.
Well, it looks really good. Doesn't Karan look great?
If you see me being quiet, I'm not antisocial. I'm just holding my breath. That's all it is. But in 2 years, how much has changed, right? I mean, when we started this, and it was supposed to be in May in 2020, right? You had one kid.
I had one child.
You had one child. I had 0. You guys had 0. And now there's 4 new babies in that 2 years. So, yeah,
And a lot of nannies.
And a lot of nannies. Yeah, look at table one. For my table has 3 babies, 3 professional caregivers. That's less a table, and that's more of it's a daycare center. It's table number 1. Yeah, there's a wait list. Table number 1, Montessori. Got to get your apps in.
Well, what's also changed, if you think about it, this is completely a flipped on the script wedding, because it's usually barat, wedding, reception. In this case, we're going wedding, wait 2 years, barat, reception.
Yeah. It's good. Yeah, it's a remix wedding. That's what it is.
But it's nice to be out here under these beautiful stars. Isn't this a beautiful venue and setup tonight?
Absolutely. That's right. There's so many details went into this evening. You can see there will be stars in the sky. And you probably notice on your walk here, there's stars here, there's stars on your walkway. Your tables are named after stars. If that's not enough stars for you, there's an open bar tonight. So if you hit that a couple times, you'll be seeing stars everywhere.
Yeah, there's no doubt there are stars all around, above us, underneath us, and sometimes in our imagination. But I think the real stars are all of you, right? 2 years later, everybody's been through stuff. You're out here. Many of you have come a long way to celebrate. That's so meaningful to Ravi and Shruti, and I know on behalf of all the families, we can't thank you enough. And I think with that, it makes sense to move to the first part of the program to welcome our biggest stars, our superstars of the event, who 2 years after the wedding are going to do their first dance.
All right.
I hope you appreciate what that means. For 2 years, they've been building up pent-up energy, wanting to dance together and not being able to. And that energy is about to come out in this first dance. Ravi, Shruti, take it away. I know it's going to be exceptional.
L is for the way you look at me. O is for the only one I see. V is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore can love. Is all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.
How about that? How about a hand for Ravi and Shruti?
Right.
And that was exceptional, and that was their first of many dances. We're going to have this dance floor open for quite some time tonight, and we hope you all join them when we get to that. But next up, it's our first speech of the evening. And it gives me a great pleasure to introduce this speaker, because not only has she grown up with Ravi and known him since the day he was born and known a lot of things about him that maybe other people don't know, but she also happens to be my beautiful wife and the mother of my 2 children. And with no further ado, Sharon, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sharon, Ravi's older sister. It fills my heart with joy and gratitude to finally see all of our family and friends gathered here today to celebrate Ravi and Shruti's wedding. Thank you all very much for coming. Before diving into my speech, I wanted to thank our parents for sacrificing so much to give us all of the opportunities they didn't have growing up and instilling such great values who have made us the people we are today. Thank you. I feel so grateful to have the opportunity to watch Ravi evolve into such an amazing man, husband, uncle, and now father. Ravi and I have been fortunate to have had a close relationship from the very beginning. Many of you may have not know this about Ravi, but when we were little, he enjoyed playing Barbies with me. And to make up for, in return, I would play G.I. Joes with him. And we loved hanging out with our cousins. That was one of our favorite things to do growing up. As we grew older, we continued to be there for each other, even though we were not living in the same house. We each visited each other when we moved to different cities in the U.S. We always stayed in touch, even if it was through our 1 to 2 hour phone calls. One day during one of our long conversations, Ravi mentioned a girl he recently met. Ravi rarely mentioned any girls to me unless I specifically asked him. I thought to myself, this girl must be really special to him if he's mentioning her to me. Shortly after meeting her, she came with us to a family trip to Hawaii. This had been the first opportunity I had time to spend with Shruti. She had similar values to the ones we had growing up. Family was very important to her. She was very easy to talk to, and she was very nurturing with my daughter Amika. Everyone got along with her. And also during this trip, I learned that she does really well under pressure. After we all got stung by sea urchins, and we made it through. I began to also notice some changes in Ravi. He was now cooking. He was doing the dishes. He was cleaning up. He was doing things I never thought he would ever do. During this trip, I was also able to observe Ravi and Shruti as a couple. I saw how happy they both were together. Thank you, Shruti, for making Ravi so happy. I look forward to all of the new experiences we will share together as a family. I am so excited to have our children grow up together and create their own memories. Growing up, I had always wanted a sister. I gained one sister when I married Vinay. He has a younger sister. And now I have a second sister. Welcome to the family, Shruti. A toast to Ravi and Shruti on their big day. A life filled with happiness and love. Please join me in raising your glass for the happy couple. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, that was fantastic. Thanks for that. Okay. Well, now I'm excited to hear from the sister of the bride. I'm not obligated to say that because she's my wife. I'm saying that because I got to see up close a beautiful sisterly bond in action. And with that, let me introduce you to Preeti Prasad.
Good evening. Thank you so much for coming out to celebrate this wonderful occasion. So, what's the best way to describe Shruti? She's magnetic. That's why she has friends from all these different phases of her life and from all over the world. She just makes an impression on any person who she meets. There's really never a dull moment with Shruti Prasad. She's super entertaining. She's somehow super smart and savvy, but also a free spirit. You don't want to wait in line at a club when it's wrapping around the block. you don't have a reservation at the new trendy restaurant, Shruti is the one you send in and she gets it done. Another source of entertainment for me over the years has been listening to Shruti's interesting voices with phone calls. She has this like very distinct like corporate work voice, and then she also has this other voice that she uses when talking to aunties. So I'm like, oh, I know who's on the other line. Okay, there we go. So Shruti has actually lived all over the world, and her beauty is appreciated worldwide. She actually won Most Fanciable at her office in London, aka Most Attractive, after only working there for a few months. I have to say, this beauty actually results in unintentional work for me sometimes. We traveled to Madrid together, and I had to translate as some Spanish guys were hitting on Shruti in Spanish and saying that she was a wonder of the world. So naturally, as her annoying little sister, I have always tried to copy her. Even at birth, I decided to show up 2 days before her birthday. I used to cheer on her on as she played the original Nintendo and like, watch out, go, because I was like a little too little to play very well. She's always had that hand-eye coordination down. That's why she still puts my parallel parking to shame. She's got skills. In trying to be like Shruti, of course, I joined the debate team in high school, and the teacher just loved Shruti. If I did anything right, it'd be like, spoken like a true Prasad. I think it is really special for two sisters to be so close as adults to the point that they actually want to be roommates. And we actually did it twice, both in Houston and in LA. We can't live together now, unfortunately. But again, that Shruti gravitational pull, what can I tell you? It somehow brought Karan and I all the way from the Upper East Side of Manhattan to Culver City, and then shortly out to the burbs to live 10 minutes from Shruti and Ravi. In my eyes, Shruti is a true superwoman. She has a huge heart, and I'm so thrilled that she found her match in Ravi. It's just amazing for me to have gained a big brother and also a new baby to love. So, what can I tell you about Ravi? So, whenever we play any board game, especially Taboo, the real fun is keeping Shruti on, different teams. They are super, super competitive, and it is hilarious to watch them battle it out for the Taboo title. Hate to say it, Shrutz, but Ravi is the real heavy hitter. He's our Taboo MVP. So, sadly, Mom, Karan, and I, we felt that we had to practice Scrabble with each other before we could play with Ravi because he was like way too good. So we're like, okay, we'll practice for a few weeks, and then we'll try to play with Ravi, and we'll see how it goes. He still beat us, of course. So Ravi is actually so competitive in keeping score in games that he wanted us to share the spreadsheet where we were keeping the score so he could make sure there was no foul play. So Ravi is so California that he eats burritos while driving. When we were all in London together, the bouncer just took a look at Ravi, and Ravi was actually not wearing clippers or Rams or anything, and was like, "You're from California." And so really, Shruti and Ravi, you're just both such a sweet and generous couple. When I actually went into labor about 5 months ago, we actually left Arav with them overnight, and Ravi and Arav watched basketball together. Ravi fed Arav honey for his cough. They're just a really amazing, generous couple. So in terms of when I knew that this was really meant to be, so we have this game that we play at a lot of our birthdays. Is sort of like you have all these different questions and you try to get as many points about like how well you know someone else. And so we played it, which at Shruti's birthday, this was back in 2019, and it was just a year into them dating at that point. And Ravi actually beat me, and I was really like, what? You know more about Shruti than me? Like, oh my gosh. And that's really when I knew, like, this is it. Like, these two, they perfectly balance each other out, and they're really, truly meant to be forever. And I also just wanted to give a shout out to Dia, because of course she is the star of the wedding as well. And just wanted to say, you mean everything to me. I've loved watching you grow up. I can't wait for you and your cousins to outsmart us. So with that, I'd like to have everybody raise a glass to Shruti and Ravi and Dia. And thank you so much again for coming out.
All right, how about that? How about a hand for Preeti for an amazing, loving, sisterly speech? And next up, we're going to move to the parent speeches. First up is going to be two people who have also known Ravi since the beginning and had a huge hand in raising him into the person, the man that he is today. Ravi's parents, Harjinder and Avtar Danjal. How about a hand?
Say, huh? Okay, first of all, we are waiting so long. We have Ravi when he's going to get married. Okay, I just, I say, oh, when we going to get, I'm going to get old. How am I going to play basketball with your kid? Okay, so that's finally he just, 2 years ago, he said, oh, I'm getting married. We didn't even know it. First time we went there, with
Hawaii.
that's Hawaii. So he said, and how you think about, hey, Shruti? I say, what you think about you, so that's all up to you. Right? So that doesn't matter to me, okay? Just if you happy, I'm happy. So, so I'll just, I don't know what else to say, and then enjoy your life, together as long as you can. So we'll be always support you guys, okay? Have a, nice year. Yeah.
Yeah, they all said everything about Ravi. Vinay mentioned it, Karan mentioned it, then Sharon and Preeti mentioned. I don't want to say anything about Ravi, but I do want to say that we feel very blessed that he made an excellent choice, making Shruti his life partner. She is beautiful, respectful, intelligent, and most of all, she's very family oriented. And we figured out, when we took our family vacation at Hawaii, that I thought this girl is going to fit in our family. So they are very good parents, and I hope, the love and understanding between both of them grow as for rest of their life. So we wish both of them good luck. Thank you.
Beautiful. You can give them another hand. It's nice to hear from the parents. So I'm sure you guys are having a fantastic time tonight, and probably had a fantastic time. Even Dia's applauding. She's having a great time too. Isn't that great? A lot of why you're having a great... And there's no heckling here tonight, Oh! I'm done. I'm getting roasted. I'm getting roasted by a 1-year-old almost. Not even one. Not even one. But it's your show. It's your show. But a lot of why you're having a good time is because the meticulous attention to details, and who better to pay attention to those details than a pair of fantastic engineers that. That Shruti was able to rely on. I'm so lucky that they're, through marriage, they've also become my second set of loving, fantastic parents. And it's time that we put our hands together and welcome Shubha and Srini Prasad.
I do not know how many of you have watched this Subaru commercial from the 1990s. there is a little girl who is in the classroom and she's coloring a page, and the teacher keeps saying over and over, stay within the lines. The lines are your friends. And you see the same girl, as a grown up, zigzagging through the streets and, driving all over the place and not staying within the lines. That is my daughter, Shruti. She never stays within the lines. She kind of follows her passions and always lives life her own way and on her own terms. Shruti always gets what she wants, and she just makes things happen. She was on a vacation trip to London several years ago, and she decided that she loved London so much that she wanted to work there. And so she went ahead and somehow managed a meeting with the head of the UK business in Capital One. And then 2 months later, she gets an offer for a job and moves to London 4 months later. That's how she does things. Speaking of London, I remember visiting London with Dad. We walked into her apartment, and there was all there was a big room with one bed in it, a huge bed. And there was a tiny kitchen and a tiny, bathroom. And we asked Shruti, where do you eat? She said, on the bed. Where do you work? On the bed. And then Srini and we looked at each other, and we were like, but she said, Mom, this is so cool, because though I live in a box, I get to live on Kensington Drive. So this is so Shruti. On the other side, there is also things about Shruti. She's extremely kind, very thoughtful, and extremely giving as a person. I remember every year my dad, when he visited from India, he would go and spend 2 weeks with Shruti. And Shruti would get up early in the morning and trek across Manhattan just to make sure he got his early morning filter coffee, South Indian coffee. That's the kind of person she is. She lives life with so much passion, and she has such a zest for life. And I'm always, always learning from her. She has taught me, she's taken me on so many adventures, made me try so many new foods. She just knows how to have fun and make every day exciting. And, I'm so happy, Shruti, to see you and your wonderful little family with you, Ravi and Dia. And speaking of Ravi, this speech was supposed to be given 2 years back when we were still getting to know you. But now, we know you so well, and you're such a part of our family. And whether it is, putting the star on the Christmas tree, you've got a height advantage, being, being the tallest member of our family, or comforting Shruti in Tucson when her grandmother passed away. You're always there, and you're a very genuine, kind, and wonderful person, and Shruti's found a great partner in you. And now I have to speak of little Dia. Just 2 days back, we were all so busy and caught up with our wedding preparations that nobody was paying attention to her. So this little kid climbed up the stairs all by herself without anyone seeing that. She did it for the first time. She got up to the top of the stairs, stood there and clapping loudly, hey, look at me, look and see what I did, So when I saw that, I said, this kid has got the boldness from her mom and the quiet confidence from her dad. She's just a perfect blend of the two of you. And so I wish you guys a wonderful life together, and may God bless you and little Dia.
Great speech. Okay, good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a good time so far. There's more to come. There's more to come. Okay. And
So let me begin by saying that Shubha and I really appreciate your taking the time to attend this function. Okay? You know, for the last 2 years and even today, people are traveling only when it is business critical, or you know they've gotten very tired of staying at home and they want to get out. I hope it's more of the former, and it was a critically important decision for you guys. Thank you very much. Okay. This is not your typical situation being the father of the bride, right? Actually, I've had somebody, my son-in-law Ravi, who's been calling me dad for the last 2+ years. And I also have a little one, little Dia, who still doesn't know how to say grandpa, but she charms me with her $1 million smile. She is something else. Of course, you know, I'm biased. I'm her grandpa, right? It has really been... So I'm very proud of my daughters, Shruti and Preeti. Daughters are special, and Ravi, I think you figured that one out, right? Okay. I don't like to brag, but I think I'm going to take the opportunity, because it's a very special occasion, to say just a few things, in addition to what Shubha said about our daughter, Shruti. As you must have figured out by now, she is a very passionate and a persuasive person. I remember many years ago, we were checking into a hotel in Bombay. It was about 11 o'clock at night. We had reservations. We go in there. We are tired. And the guy said, sir, no rooms. It's all gone. I said, wait a minute. And we're just flown in from Houston. And Shruti said, well, Dad, just give me a chance. So 15 minutes later, she comes with the manager, and he said, sir, we have 2 rooms for you. Will this be okay? And I said, Shruti, what the hell did you do? And she said, oh, I gave him some BS about being a Starwood preferred member and all kinds of stuff. And he said, yes, ma'am, I'll do it. So you know how to persuade people and make a difference. The other thing is, Shruti, I've seen that it's all about building relationships, whether it's with your colleagues, and I can see you have a big contingent from Experian, a lot of people, a lot of people from Capital One, etc. And you build relationships even with your hairdresser and your nail people. I mean, Shubha, when she wants to get an appointment with Angela, your hairdresser in Houston, she calls her up and says, Angela, this is Shruti's mom, Shubha. Will you take me in? He said, no problem, Shubha. I'll get you in. You make an impact. You make a difference because you care about people, right? And, you know, we came to California a couple of weeks ago to kind of help, you know, with the wedding. And I saw you in action working from home. And I must say I got a glimpse and I was kind of impressed. You know, she was in some leadership meeting, sending emails to her colleagues and sending texts to the salsa dancer. And she was managing to, you know, keep all those balls in the air. So you are a multitasker extraordinaire. Keep it up. Keep it up. Okay? And then one thing I must say is planning and executing a wedding in a city which is not your own is kind of challenging. And especially as some of you know, this wedding should have taken place in May of 2020. And for the last 2+ years, it's been rescheduling it twice, having to change the caterer, getting a new wedding planner. It is what you're seeing here today, ladies and gentlemen, is because of my wife Shubha and my daughter Shruti. Okay. Thank you very much. Now on to Ravi. You're not going to go scot-free. I'm going to be kind. It's been a real pleasure getting to know you over the last 2 years, Ravi. As you guys know, Ravi is addicted to sports. You know, some people are addicted to love, like the Robert Friend song, but this guy's addicted to sports. And he's a walking sports Wikipedia. So like, you know, the other day I was saying, you know, Ravi, there was this guy who was a wide receiver with Lynn Swan. On the Pittsburgh Steelers, John Stallworth, boom. He knows all the answers, right? We both of us love basketball. I can only watch it, but he can play and watch it too. He's got that advantage of height, right? But of course, I root for the Lakers and he roots for the Clippers. So, come on, Ravi, we still haven't come to terms on that one, right? And, but the other thing, what I like about Ravi is, as Shiva mentioned, my mom passed away a month ago, and I had to perform the puja for the final rites, and I had to sit on the floor, okay? And I have a bag back, not very easy. And as I was sitting in, somebody came and gave me a couple of pillows to sit on. That's the quiet kindness that, Ravi, you bring to the table. We appreciate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, as some of you may have noticed, you are seeing some movie stars and you're seeing some sports stars. It's like Shruti and Ravi. They really complement each other. And wish you the best of everything. Official. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have your glasses in front of you, right? Okay. So, let me begin by talking to you about what happens when two people get married under normal circumstances, right? You come back from your honeymoon, and then you start going to the office, different offices. You look forward to seeing each other in the evening and spending time with each other during the weekend. But with the pandemic, it was a little different. For the last 2+ years, Shruti and Ravi have been working from home. So they've been seeing each other almost 24/7. So in normal weddings, we have debates about, okay, what TV show do you want to watch? But their debates were to mask or not to mask. When should we take the Moderna vaccine? But I've been watching you guys, and you guys have survived and thrived. And as a guy from Texas would say, you've done good. Okay? So I really believe that you have what it takes to really go a long way. So, ladies and gentlemen, champagne drinkers, apple cider drinkers, and H2O drinkers, please raise your glass and join me in wishing Shruti and Ravi a very happy and a long married life. May your bonds go stronger and may all your dreams come true. And of course, with Miss Dia, I can't see her here, but as I am a closet Trekkie, so as Mr. Spock would say, may you live long and prosper.
All right. I think we should give another applause for that. Yeah, that's fantastic. We've heard a lot of wonderful words tonight, and now it's time for another dance. It's going to be the father and daughter dance.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you in the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight.
Awesome dance. Well done. How's everybody feeling? You guys still got some energy? Because we got some fun things to do. You good? I can't hear you. Okay. Because normally you come to a wedding, you see one father-daughter dance. But today, you're going to see two father-daughter dances. Good practice for a date to be named far, far into the future. Please welcome Ravi and Dia and the father-daughter dance. How about a hand for Ravi and Dia? Nice job, Dia. So as Srini said, a lot's gone into this wedding in putting it together, but also for all of you. So we wanted to just get to know all of you a little better. We're curious. We know people have come from far and from wide. Who has come the farthest to be here today? Who thinks it's them? Hand up. Okay, we got a couple of hands back there. Go ahead, little girls. Where are you from? I know the answer is Los Alamitos, but call it out. You really think that's the farthest? Who else? Oh, we got Ethan and Sean over here. Where are you guys out here from? New Jersey. Can anybody beat New Jersey? Oh, we got one. Canada. Where in Canada? Toronto. Slightly farther than New Jersey. What do we have over here? Sweden. Whoa. That is far. Oh, we got somebody who thinks they can top Sweden. India. I think India's farther than Sweden. I think it's about a 24-hour flight time. You might win. Anybody beating India? All right. Well, we got a winner over there. Well done. I think one more audience poll question. Who thinks they are our oldest attendee today? Dia, you lose. We got, what do we got over here? What was it? 92. Can anybody, I heard, wow, he's old. Can anybody beat 92? Okay, I think 92 takes it on the first pass. I don't see anybody going after that. Karan, we got any more trivia games to play?
Sure. Well, how well do we know, or how well do you all know Ravi and Shruti? Yeah? I'm going to ask a couple of questions, and you can just shout out what you think the answer is. Maybe I'll start with a bit of a softball one. Ravi or Shruti, which one is a master of accents and mimicry?
I feel like you should ask the question with an accent. Though.
I'll spray
Can
you
we, can
guys
we
the-
hear that? Let's hear that in Swedish.
Okay. Which one's love of hot tubs and more importantly pools leads them to jump into a pool of people lounging in it, leisurely,
So like a relaxed, easy pool day.
with flippers and goggles. I remember that. I was there. I pretend I didn't know you.
All right, those are good. I got a couple more. Who can tell me between Ravi and Shruti who not only went on The Price is Right, but participated in the Showcase Showdown? Shruti. All right. And I got one more. Well done. You guys got that right. This one, I asked this person's friends, like, give me a story or a quiz question I could ask. And I didn't want to use this one, but it kept coming up. So who is known amongst their friends for once at a social event where it was generally fairly calm, managed to vomit in their friend's flower vase and pass out? There it is. You got it. It's Ravi. Surprisingly, nobody guessed Shruti on that one. I can't imagine why. All right. Well, thanks for participating in that game. We're going to move to the next phase of things. You know, we all wish Ravi and Shruti a life of sweetness together, and what better way to symbolize that than them cutting the cake together. So Ravi, Shruti, it's cake cutting time.
Be the one to let you know. Out of all of the girls, you're my one and only girl. Ain't nobody in the world tonight. All of the stars, you make them shine like they was. Ain't nobody in the world but you. And I ain't nobody in the world but you. You stop the room when we walk in. Spotlights on, everybody's staring. Tell all of these boys that wasting their time. Stop standing in line, 'cause you're all mine. And this evening I won't let the feeling die. I never wanna leave your side. Out of all of the girls, you're my one and only girl. Ain't nobody in the world tonight. All of the stars, you make them shine like they was. Ain't nobody in the world but you. And ain't nobody in the world. You keep wondering if you're what I'm wanting. You don't even have to try. Out of all of the girls, you're my one and only girl. Ain't nobody in the world tonight. All of the stars, they don't
And for the record, I think Renee actually has my number in Scrabble. So when we do the full family games, my advantage is kind of no longer there. All right. Well, I wanted to just first off say just thank everybody so much for being out here. I mean, I think I could speak for everybody in saying just kind of how bizarre of the last 2.5 years it's been in the world. And, you know, our story specifically has been particularly unique in that the start of the pandemic literally marked kind of at least a postponement of this very event. And, you know, 2.5 years later to be able to be here with everybody celebrating, you know, it's, to me, it's at least a little bit of closure in terms of the pandemic. And, you know, I can't say how much it just means to me and Shruti for everybody to be here and celebrating with us. So please give yourselves a round of applause for being here. And so, of course, I have a few words for Shruti. You know, we kind of half joked about it as we were preparing this speech. But, you know, sort of like where this would normally be from the perspective of two newlyweds kind of embarking on a new journey and, you know, metaphors about starting journeys and whatnot. You know, I feel like 2.5 years later, we're already kind of the old married couple, you know? Yeah. Like, we got thrown into the deep end in terms of marriage. Like, you know, lockdown hit, we moved in together, and, you know, we haven't looked back since, right? So a year of lockdown, 9 months of pregnancy, and, you know, 10 months as new parents. So it's definitely a unique speech, you know, to sit here with you guys today and talk about life together and what it would mean, because I feel like we've, you know, experienced so much just in these couple years, and so I think the rest of life should just be cake, right?
I love it.
Can't be too much harder than it's already been. But I did want. Yeah, I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm sure you guys with older kids can attest and say that, you know, it doesn't get easier. But I did want to say some words to Shruti. You know, I know along with kind of everything we've been through the last couple years, there's been a lot of times of frustration. We've gotten on each other's nerves more than a few times. And I know I don't really show it that often. But, you know, I want you to know that my love for you has only gotten much, much stronger than the day that you accepted the proposal to be my wife. And I really, really love your extreme thoughtfulness, your energy, your passion for life, everything that everybody said about you tonight. I really, really, really do appreciate that. And, you know, I wanted to express that to you tonight. So thank you so much for being such a loving wife to me, and, you know, more than anything else, such a wonderful, loving mother to our daughter. You know, I really recognize all the sacrifices that you've made for this family, and all the hard work, you know, not just for the family, but really in making this special day happen. I know this day really meant a lot to you, and, you know, I've seen all the tremendous amount of work you've done into making this a really, really special occasion, and so I really, really wanted to thank you for that. So here's to being newlyweds again.
Nice.
Yeah. And lastly, I really, really wanted to thank specifically Shruti's parents, mom and dad, for bringing all this together, all of the very, very meticulous attention to detail. As you guys will notice, I'm sure we didn't miss anybody. Everybody's name is represented with a customized star on the Walk of Fame here. And, you know, I owe that to the attention to detail that, you know, Dad and Mom have put into this event. And, you know, just look at what we've done here. The lights, everything just looks so, so beautiful. And, you know, I really wanted to express my heartfelt, you know, thoughts for all the many, many, many hours that have went into making this a special night. So I really wanted to thank them for this. I also wanted to thank my parents as well for the love and support, and also for helping to bring this event together, and to my sister as well for all the planning, the great speech today, all the great dances that we saw yesterday. So really, thank you guys so much for making this a very special day for us. Thank you.
Great. Ravi, that's going to be a hard act to follow. As you can see, Ravi's high-tech with his iPhone, and I'm old school with pieces of white paper here. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for being here to celebrate with us tonight. It's so rare that you have everybody that you love in one place at the same time. And it's just a very, very special thing. So we're so excited to have all of you here tonight. The last few years has been a wild ride, I must say. As we entered into the pandemic, we had to reschedule this event a couple of times. But I always said to myself, the best things in life are worth waiting for. And being able to celebrate this weekend with our daughter, Dia, made this reception extra special and extra memorable. And I also want to say, we have a few new members of the family, in addition to Dia. We had our niece, Amika, but we also had our nephew, Arav, our nephew, Ayan, and our niece, Ria, that were able to be here with us today, which was very, very special. I want to thank my brother-in-laws, Karan and Vinay, for being great MCs and making this event so much fun. So let's give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
To my sister-in-law, Sharon, thank you so much for all of your love and support. You know, before Dia was born, she had a full-on wardrobe. Sharon had saved all of Amika's clothes from 10 years just so Dia would have all of that. And so we didn't have to buy anything new. Thank you so much for your warmth and your thoughtfulness and for really welcoming me into the family. I also feel like I gained a sister as well. To my in-laws, Avtar dad and Harjinder mom, I also call them mom and dad. You are like second parents to me. This event wouldn't have been possible without mom and dad. Anytime I needed them to watch Dia, even at a moment's notice, they always would come over and take so much care of her. I was able to plan this because I had so much support from them. Thank you so much, and for always being there for me and Ravi whenever we need you. Love you both very much. To my beautiful bridesmaids, I have never met a more intelligent, amazing, and special group of women. Thank you so much for enriching my life in so many ways. I truly have a ride or die group of friends. So let's give them applause. To my sister, my best friend, thank you for all of your support and your love and for always being there for me no matter what. She has 2 kids, 2 years old and under, and whenever I needed to talk, no matter what time of night, she was always there for me, even if she was nursing one of her babies. You helped me get through this wedding planning stress, and I wouldn't have been able to get through it without all of your love and support and hard work. We are really like 2 peas in a pod. Thank you so much, Preeti. And through marrying Karan, I gained an adopted little brother. So that was excellent. To my mom and dad, you are my everything. Thank you for all the hard work and dedication you put into planning this wedding. From designing the beautiful decor, to getting all of mine and Dia's outfits made, to the countless trips to the tailor, to helping me with all of the details of this event. Thank you for also teaching me what unconditional love is. And you guys have set the bar high for what being a good parent is. If I'm even 10% of the parents you were to me, to Dia, she is a very, very lucky girl. Thank you for being my rock. I also want to thank Ravi and my grandparents, they have all passed, but we know that they are watching over us. My grandmother, the last living grandmother that I had, last living grandparent, passed away 6 weeks ago. But luckily, Dia was able to meet her great-grandparent before she passed, so that was a very, very special experience. Also, if my grandpa Raghunandan were alive today, he would have enjoyed this occasion so much. He was so full of life and truly one of a kind. And I know that he is here in spirit enjoying the day. Last but not least is Ravi. And as I said earlier, the best things in life are worth waiting for. And you were definitely worth the wait. There is no one else, even when we get on each other's nerves, that I would rather endure the pandemic with. Your kind, gentle, and loving nature not only makes you an exceptional husband, but it makes you an incredible father. You are my best friend, my rock, my world, and I love you. And I can't wait to continue on this journey of life together. Thank you.
Let's get one more round of applause for your bride and groom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, dinner is ready. We're going to be releasing tables. You'll hear me release the tables, but dinner is ready. There's a buffet on either side. So if you're on this side, you can go to that buffet, and you're on this side, you can go to that buffet. Also, bars are open. So right now, we'll go ahead and grab some food, grab a drink, and enjoy the music.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening.
We're going to go ahead and start with tables 1 through 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for dinner.
And that summer feeling, it's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out.
Level of honesty you can. So now we're going to hear from some friends, and we're going to start off with really good friends and family of the groom. Please welcome Kathan, Elson, and Scotty to the stage. Hello, everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is Scott. I am one of Ravi's many cousins. I've known Ravi for a little over 40 years, practically my whole life. Yeah, and you know, that screen was pretty awesome with what you guys had put together. That collage right there. There was a picture up there with our Pithaji, with our grandfather. That's no longer with us, unfortunately, but. It was such a nice picture because Ravi and I were like maybe 6, 7 or some really young there. And Chandi was on there too, Sharon, Ravi's sister. But, you know, our grandfather gave us 5 incredible, right, dads, right? Two dads, right? Your dad, my dad, and 3 brothers. And so nice to see everybody here today and all of our families and all of Shruti's family, getting to know everybody. So thank you so much, Ravi and Shruti, for having us. But, you know, with that said, you know, it just gives me immense pleasure to see you guys as happy as you are today. Shruti, you look absolutely beautiful. And Ravi, you're a lucky man. You've been given the greatest gift of all, too, which is little Dia. So, very nice. So, but really, in my message, I just want to touch upon a couple of different things. Really, the first time that I knew that Shruti and Ravi were a great match together and that it was going to really work out for the long run. And next is family, and finally, a little bit of marriage advice. Not that you need any, because you guys have already been so successful in riding highs right now, as I can see. So the first time, or one of the first times that I met Shruti was at Ravi's mom and dad's house. You know, Ravi's mom always puts on one heck of a, spread. I mean, she's in making all the food and everything. So we went in the backyard. There's a badminton setup. And for anybody that knows, Shruti, which I didn't know, Shruti's got some real skills. I mean, right? I mean, from what Ravi always tells me, because you guys have played together before. So real life, like Serena skills, I mean, right, for real. So anyway, so we progressed to the backyard, and the strategy was easy. It was my daughter Ella and I, against Ravi and Shruti. And when we went out there, it was just hit the shuttle over to Ravi. We're gonna win. Right? I mean, that's all we got to do is just, I mean, he's really competitive and he's really great at a lot of things, but I don't think badminton and tennis is one of those. So anyways, so as we were getting ready to play, he, we were going back and forth, but I saw this metaphor really come into fruition around a doubles match and what you would find in like a marriage. And so all these attributes, how they saved each other, they really had the same goal, they really persevered through. I mean, I really saw it in action, and that chemistry was fantastic. And so, my point is that marriage is a team sport, and you guys do a great job on and off the court.
Did they win?
They did win. Yes, that day they certainly did. But anyway, so the next is family. So I know this is near and dear to your guys' heart because look at all these people everywhere. I mean, all over. I mean, all these people, they truly love and support you guys. So growing up, we witnessed it firsthand, really. I mean, we saw our parents, our elders, our family members, and extended family really roll up their sleeves and really showed and led by example, really, right? Like all the work ethic, the importance of, education, values, tradition, and so on. So, the takeaways that we experienced really helped us become who we are. And I know that's what you guys are bringing over to Dia, right? And so we really want to thank everybody also here, all of our elders that have really helped us become who we are. So thank you, everybody, right? And finally, not that you guys, like I said, need advice, but what I've learned from being married to my beautiful wife, Lynn, for 6 years now, and we have 5 beautiful children, time goes by real fast. It goes by real fast. So enjoy the ride through all the good times and when facing adversity, right? Be there for one another. Don't go to bed angry, of course, right? Yeah. Just call it truce and move on. There's a new day, right? And so, make lifelong amazing memories with the two of you and the many children that you guys are going to have with Dia and her brothers and sisters. So, cheers to you guys, and both of you guys live a long, healthy, happy life, and thank you for allowing all of us to share in your special day.
It's like a hip-hop concert. Everyone's got a mic here. It's pretty good. So, good evening. I hope everyone is enjoying themselves so far. Me and my family are from Houston, so let me just say we're really enjoying your beautiful Southern California. And so I met Ravi at the start of what I'd call the second phase in life. And so I should explain. There have been 3 phases so far. The first, the kid phase. The next phase, not a kid. The third, the current one, adult kid. So let me put it into perspective. So just to put our states of mind in perspective, it was August 18th, 1997. And Go Bears. We were both on the eaves of our 18th birthdays. And we were just starting school at the University of California at Berkeley. Go Bears! So, suffice it to say, we were full of the biggest dreams and we were ready to conquer the world. Except we were also barely 18-year-old guys and who really were, just to put it bluntly, dumb. and without any real direction. So, but one thing that made Ravi even more remarkable amongst us, we're a bunch of dumb kind of guys, but Ravi was a little bit even more remarkable that amongst us is that he was indecisive, like really indecisive. Like so much so that if I asked any of his friends, anyone here, to show me their best Ravi pose, what they would show you is, show me. Very indecisive. So he really just wasn't adamant about doing anything. He wasn't adamant about doing this. He wasn't adamant about doing that. He was an easygoing guy, and that's one of the things we love about Ravi. He's an easy guy to be friends with. But one of the only things, I had to take that back, that he was adamant about a couple of things, the Clippers and the Rams, and but nothing else. But when I first started to really hear about Shruti, that was the first time that Ravi was uncharacteristically certain and confident about something. And it was then that I knew something had changed. It was what you call the turning point. And let me say, I wish my wife was here to hear this, but that was probably, she's better she's not here, but she became really responsible, Ravi that is. So much so that I found myself hearing my own wife singing Ravi's praises after a visit. I couldn't believe it myself. Ravi had come to visit, and my wife is pregnant with our second one at the time, and we were going to a restaurant or something, and I didn't carry her bag, and Ravi had said, "Oh, I'll carry it for you," or something like that. And like, I was like, and she was like, "He's so helpful. Why should you don't know you don't know how to be helpful, Elson?" Like, Ravi's like, I'm thinking to myself, what the? Ravi? Okay, okay. I was so mad. And I was like, why couldn't Ravi just be like Ravi this one time? So, that was when I knew it. So, let me say, so long, phase 2 Ravi. We had a great time. Almost too long of a time in that phase 2, one may argue. But let me be the first to say that I really like you, phase 3 Ravi, and I know that Shruti loves this phase 3 Ravi as well. And so if I can propose a toast to all the men out there who are in their phase 3 with their life and they're done being the dumb guy and now that your wife is always right, let me propose a toast to the new bride and groom. Congrats.
Hi everyone, I'm Kathan, one of Ravi's friends from the IBL. Shout out to the IBL. For those of you who don't know, the IBL is the Indian Basketball League. We played basketball almost every Saturday for about 17 years straight. That's where I first met Ravi, on the courts. We first started playing ball together in our mid-20s, and we had some intense battles over the years. Ravi and I are about the same age, about the same height, both very competitive, and we became natural rivals. Whenever we were matched up against each other, we'd constantly argue, trash talk. It would get heated. Sometimes it'd even carry over off the courts, and we'd argue about the pettiest things, about who went to the best college, who had the best clothes, the best shoes, even the best hair. Ravi, I'm sorry for beating you on all those things. But in all honesty, and I've never told Ravi this, but I actually love being his teammate more. Ravi was always so encouraging and fun. He had your back and you can count on him. That's truly who Ravi is, and that's what makes him a great friend. We've had so many great experiences over the years together, and I'm lucky to have you in my life. Ravi, now that the IBL's over, you have a new team with Shruti and Dia, and you could not have found a better one. I know you're a great teammate to them like you were to me. Here's to having a wonderful, happy life together. Cheers. Thank you.
right, give them a hand. It's great to hear those words. All right, we've heard from Ravi's friends, and now it's time to hear from Shruti's friends. Yeah, everyone please welcome Jaina, Ellen, and Prachi.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm Ellen, Shruti's friend from Capital One. Shruti and I first met 17 years ago at work in DC. I'll never forget her first day. She was sitting at her desk when I arrived. She sat like a statue, dressed in her business suit, looking really, really professional, and also sitting there staring at her dark monitor screen. Her hands were like on the keyboard ready to type, but she wasn't typing anything. I think she sat there like that the entire day. Seeing how it was her first day, I knew she didn't have any work. In fact, I wasn't even sure if she had a computer, which made it all the more impressive. She was determined and seemed pretty intense. She was there to work, whether there was any work to do or not. But it wasn't until some weeks later that we really connected through a chance meeting at the Chicha Lounge in DC. I was talking with a friend in the restroom when from the stall I heard someone call my name, Ellen? To which I replied, Shruti? After sitting weeks side by side in our cubicles, we had developed the skill of tiger cubs, easily recognizing each other's voices. Shruti, you may not have heard some of what I'm going to say here tonight, so I'd like to take this time to share some of my most private confessions in front of 200 of your closest friends and family. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. I just wanted to give you a sense of what our friendship has been like. Unpredictable, humorous with a dash of drama, a pinch of crazy, and an unwavering foundation of support. Whether it's getting takeout at the Deli Daba in Arlington, or being snowed in together for 10 days during Snowmageddon in a one-bedroom apartment in New York City, and learning to make dal for the first time, taking the Amtrak along the Hudson River to Montreal for New Year's Eve, Shruti's been able to turn the most ordinary activities into fantastic adventures. But as many adventures as you've had, it's really the greatest one that you have ahead of you with Ravi and Dia, and building a life with both of them. Ravi, I've never seen Shruti happier since she's met you. You're exactly as Shruti describes, a true gem. I wish you, Shruti, and Dia all the happiness in this lifetime and the next. I love you guys.
Hey guys, I'm Prachi. Then I have to turn my speech on. Okay, so 2 things before we get to all the niceties about Ravi and Shruti. So I want to call out that tonight everybody is looking awesome and on point. And even yesterday, I was like really impressed that Shruti and Ravi know so many good-looking people and well-dressed people. So awesome to you guys. And then I also want to thank both Shruti and Ravi, their parents, for this amazing event and for letting us celebrate with them. It's been so great. Everything I've seen so far has just been so beautiful, so fun, and so many little details that give it that extra memorable touch to this event. So I want to take this, I'm so grateful that we can once again celebrate these wonderful occasions and create these lasting memories. Speaking of memories, now we can get into it. Shruti and I have some really great memories of the time we've spent together. We met in London about 14 years ago, and we bonded over weird British words like the loo and the lift, and also over our passion for traveling. We've covered quite a few European and Southeast Asian countries to date, And I gotta say that thinking about these memories with you, Shruti, got me through the last 2 years when it really seemed that we may never get to travel or meet again. Shruti, you have always been a caring and loyal friend, an independent, successful career woman. You've never been shy to up and move and try something new, whether it's London, DC, Houston, NYC, or LA. Always making friends, lifetime friends, along the way with ease, as evidenced in your global crew of bridesmaids. That's something I really admire about you. In the past few years, I have watched you become a loving wife, a doting mother, never missing a beat, and showing Thea early on there are no limits to what women can do. Love you, girl. Let's talk about Ravi. Yay! We have been waiting for this event ever since you popped that question with that amazing helicopter ride. Awesome. That was so awesome, and you literally swept her off her feet. Single boys, take note. Ravi, I'm so happy that we finally got to meet and spend some time together recently. You complement Shruti in a well-balanced way, necessary for a solid and successful relationship. And just like the meaning of your name, the sun, you keep your girls warm and keep things bright. Your easygoing attitude brings a calming effect to all those that you shine on. I just want to wish the two of you and Thea a wonderful, happy, and healthy life. I'm really looking forward to creating fun, new memories with you guys. Thank you. Love you. Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is such an honor to say a few words about Shruti and Ravi on this spectacular evening. So just like Prachi, Shruti and I met in London in 2008 through a mutual friend, actually. Funnily enough, we are now closer to each other than we are to that mutual friend. And Shruti and I had a blast living in London. We have a lot of juicy stories to tell. I'm sure she can attest to them. But I would say that Shruti and I, became a lot more close when I moved to DC in 2013. And she was kind enough to let me stay with her at her apartment while I looked for my own. I'd say this was a time when we became inseparable. So much so that I think I found my apartment the next 2 weeks, and I stayed with you for 3 additional weeks just because we were having so much fun. But that's the thing about Shruti. She just sucks you in with her sparkling personality. She's generous, she's free-spirited, she loves food just as much as I do. She cares for her loved ones so deeply, and she's truly just a special soul. And throughout these past few years getting to know Ravi, I've realized that he is just a genuine and special of a soul. Ravi, you are just so even-tempered and chill, and you both bring out the best in each other. I am beyond thrilled for the two of you. Not only do you make an amazing couple, but you make amazing parents to Thea as well. So from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to just say congratulations. I wish you a lifetime of happiness and beautiful memories. Cheers.
All right, we've got one more thing, and then I think we get into dancing. But before we get into the one more thing, we do want to let everybody know this floor is fairly slick and a little bit uneven, so especially for you, Garrett. We're going to want to be careful and light and easy on the dancing here. We're going to dance here initially, and then we're going to go inside shortly. But I just want to make sure everybody knows, because we don't want anybody getting hurt, and I know how easily I get injured these days. Please take it easy on this floor, but have fun. So with that, sure. So we have one more thing for you all tonight. So it's been I think one of the themes this evening has been, it's been an eventful 2 years. Is that right, Vinay? I would say so, yes. I would concur. And one of the wonderful things that happened those 2 years, as we've noted before, we were able to welcome Dia to this world. And with that in mind, we're thinking, how great would it be for Dia at some point to understand what it was like to come into this, to come into such an interesting time. And with that, I think we have a video for everyone to enjoy. Well, yeah, and I think right before that, we've got a bridesmaid speech video that I've just been informed is going to play first.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
why you didn't know about it.
There you go. We got 2 videos.
2 videos. All right, roll video.
Yeah.
Hi, Shruti and Ravi. It's late at night in Singapore, but in my mind, I'm with both of you in California. I'm so sorry I can't be there in person, but I want to really say that I love both of you so much. I'm so happy for you, and I have a little poem to share. I'll just read it. Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your 2 souls. Fill each other's cups, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each one of you be alone, even as the strings of a lute are alone, though they quiver together with the same music. Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts. And stand together, yet not too near, for the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadows. This poem is a celebration of love, but also freedom and independence within a marriage to be who you are. And I think Ravi, you have really given Shruti that. Shruti, you given the same to Ravi. What a gift to have this new journey together, and with Dia joining already. I am so happy for you, and I can't wait to celebrate with you in person. Shruti, you are one of the most important people in my lives, my bestest friend, a sister. Really, I can't even put into words what you mean to me. I am sending you all of my love, and I'm so excited to see the photos and celebrate with you soon. Love you.
Let's give her a round of applause. She sent her video. All right, now it's time for that special video. Yeah. All right, let's get pumped for this. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I am going to tell you an incredible story. The story of how I met your mother.
Oh, come on. It's a lot more than about how we met. We had a lot of adventures to get married and more. It all started out on a date at Javier's in Irvine on a sunny summer Sunday. It was such a romantic date as we laughed and gazed into each other's eyes.
It was definitely an incredible first date. The conversation and margaritas were great. Would have loved to have stayed longer, but there was an NBA playoffs Game 7 that night. Rockets versus Warriors. So I had to get home for that.
You know how much your dad loves his basketball, but at least he was rooting for the Rockets. Sure enough, the next few dates went as well as the first, and I thought maybe this could go somewhere. Since our birthdays are just a week apart, we decided to celebrate by playing hooky from work at the happiest place on earth. Yes, Thea, your favorite place. Or should I say, your future favorite place when you're old enough to walk. Disneyland.
Ah, yes. As cheesy as it sounds, it was during the Disneyland fireworks show.
the same show I had seen a million times as a kid, that I felt something magical with your mom. I knew then that we had something special.
And from there, we just couldn't help but fall in love with each other.
After numerous adventures, including a very special romantic vacation in London and Mallorca, I knew the time was right for a proposal. I got your grandparents' blessing and started to think about the perfect scenario to pop the question. Maybe a beach proposal? Nah, I had seen too many of those. I thought, let's try something different. How about a hot air balloon ride? Perfect. I got the ring, booked a Sunday morning ride, had my proposal script ready, and then nature took its course. The night before the ride, less than 12 hours before we were set to take flight, I get a call that the ride had been canceled due to high winds. So I had to make a last-minute pivot. Luckily, we were heading on a Christmas vacation to Austin the next week. Minus a hot air balloon, a helicopter was the next best thing.
You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart.
Then we started planning the wedding for May 9th, 2020. Preparations were in full swing. But then, once again, nature took its course and we were in a global pandemic. We had to cancel our May wedding, but Dad and I still decided to get married. And guess where we got married?
On April 29th, 2020, we got married at the parking lot of the Honda Center in Anaheim, home of the Anaheim Ducks. It was as romantic as a pandemic wedding could be. We even had matching bride and groom masks.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I thee wed.
I be wed.
Okay, Shruti, you can do the same thing. Left hand. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
By the virtue of authority vested in me as Deputy Commissioner of Marriages for the County of Orange, I now pronounce this couple united in marriages under the laws of the state of California. You may now kiss.
Grandma and Grandpa, BG and Papa G, wanted me and Dad to have a real wedding, so we decided to have a small Indian ceremony on August 29th, 2020. Dad did not get to come in on a horse, but he was saving that to do with you.
Then Mom and I entered married life in the pandemic. We were around each other 24/7.
Dad would give me a hard time when I was on my conference calls. You know Mommy has a loud voice. Okay, so we need to submit the strategic plan to Global by Friday. And then what we'll do is we'll get a first draft done. Then we'll get revised inputs from the other regions. And then we'll do a final submission a week from Friday. Yep, makes sense.
Then Mom got pregnant with you and we had a gender reveal to find out if you were a boy or a girl.
I was really hoping for a girl, and Dad was hoping for a boy.
No, that's not true. Okay, maybe a little. But I do have to say, looking back over these last 10 months, I would not have had it any other way. You are my little princess, and I love being a girl, Dad.
Yes, you are our perfect little princess. The next several months of pregnancy flew by.
It was actually very scary. You know, it was just a category 1.
You even had your first live TV appearance when you were in Mommy's belly.
Very loud. We were actually worried that the door was going to get blown.
Then, on November 17th, 2021, the most amazing thing happened to us. You were born!
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl.
So, Dia, did you like the story?
All right, looks like everybody's made it out to their star, and it's time to kick off this party. Feel free to make your way to the dance floor to join our bride and groom. And let's get the night started. It's a celebration, y'all. Come on. Don't be shy. That's right, our bride and groom want you to join them on the dance floor. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get this party started. One more time. We got a lot of dance floor. We want to see you on it. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, all right. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, all right. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, all right. Don't stop the dancing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah. One more time.
get on. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out, and losing all control. Fill up my cup, mazel tov. Look at her dancing, just take it off. Let's paint the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. 'Cause I got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਹੱਸਦੀ ਖੇਡਦੀ ਉਹ ਕੁੱਤੇ ਦੀ ਪਰਾਂਦੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਮੇਲਦੀ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫਿਰ ਹੱਸਦੀ ਖੇਡਦੀ ਕਾਲਜ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਵੇਂ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਨਾਗ ਵਾਂਗੂ ਮੇਲਦੀ ਆਸ਼ਿਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਰਸ਼ ਦਿਖਾਇਆ ਕਰੋ ਜੀ ਕਦੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਗਲੀ ਭੁੱਲ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ ਕਰੋ ਜੀ ਕਦੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਗਲੀ ਭੁੱਲ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ ਕਰੋ ਜੀ ਕਦੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਗਲੀ ਭੁੱਲ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਆਇਆ ਕਰੋ ਜੀ ਕਦੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਗਲੀ ਭੁੱਲ ਕੇ ਵੀ
होने लगा सनसेट है भाई तेरा फुल सेट है मोशन भी देखो मेरा बनने लगा देखो तो हसीना को वाना भी करीना को तुमको का फीवर है चढ़ने लगा थोड़ा हार्ड सा होके थोड़ा जेंटल सा होके थोड़ा सेंटी सा होके थोड़ा मेंटल सा होके सारे 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 सारे
One, two, three.
Let's not you. चलो नाचो Everybody let's nacho.
लड़कदा जावे तेरा हाय नी कसूर है सारा उच्ची हट्टियां दा दिल पे सिलता जावे तेरा हाय नी कसूर है सारा उच्ची हट्टियां दा
Just for me. It's your boy.
उच्ची हट्टियां दा Bobby brand ਦਾ ਮੇਕਅਪ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਟਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਏ ਜਦ ਰੋਜ਼ ਹੀ ਕਰੇ ਯੂਰੀਕਾ ਲੇਟ ਨਾਈਟ ਹੀ ਆਂਦੀ ਏ Bobby brand ਦਾ ਮੇਕਅਪ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਪਟਦੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਏ ਜਦ ਰੋਜ਼ ਹੀ ਕਰੇ ਯੂਰੀਕਾ ਲੇਟ ਨਾਈਟ ਹੀ ਆਂਦੀ ਏ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਹਾਏ ਨੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਸਾ ਉੱਚੀ ਹੱਟੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਲੱਕ ਲੜਕਦਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਹਾਏ ਨੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਸਾਰਾ ਉੱਚੀ ਹੱਟੀਆਂ ਦਾ La mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta, danza duro, no te canses ahora, que esto solo empieza, mueve la cabeza, danza duro, la mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta, danza duro, no te canses ahora, que esto solo empieza, mueve la cabeza, danza duro. ¿Quién puede domar la fuerza del mar que se mete por tu vena? Lo caliente del sol que se te metió y no te deja quieta, nena. ¿Quién puede parar eso que al bailar descontrola tus caderas? Y ese fuego que quema por dentro y lento te convierte en piedra. Con la mano arriba, cintura sola, da media vuelta y
To the top, a pit got it locked from goose to the locks. R.I.P. a big in Parker that he's not, but damn he's hot. Label flop, but pit won't stop. Got her in the cockpit playing with pits. Now watch me make a movie like Albert Hitchcock. Enjoy me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. You know I want ya. I know you want me. tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh oh. Because the girl them broke out on the floor. From you don't wanna work this performer. From you don't wanna man where can't turn you on. Girl, make I see you when them upon ya. Can't stand for the long, nah. Eat no yam, no steamed fish, no green banana. But down in Jamaica, we give it to you hot like a sauna. Well, on the way the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom.
Tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig ah. If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, we could be just fine. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy. That's the way it is. Fireball.
I saw, I came, I conquered. Or should I say I saw, I conquered, I came. This little chico on fire, he no lie. Well, y'all slipping, he's running the game. Now Big Bang Boogie get that kitty little noogie in a nice, nice little shave. I gave Susie a little pat up on the booty and she turned around and said, walk this way.
I was born in a plane. Mama said that every word was on my name. I'm the best you've ever had. If you think I'm burning out, I never am. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Fireball. ਨੀਵੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਚੀਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਪੱਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਲੁਕਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਨੀਵੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਕੁਝ ਚੀਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਪੱਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਲੁਕਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਐਵੇਂ ਕਰੀ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਜੇ ਨਸ਼ੀਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੇ ਅਦਾਮਾ ਸ਼ਰਮੀਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਜੇ ਨਸ਼ੀਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੇ ਅਦਾਮਾ ਸ਼ਰਮੀਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਾਂਭ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲਈਏ ਜੋਬ ਨੀ ਪਟਾਰੀ ਸਾਂਭ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲਈਏ ਜੋਬ ਨੀ ਪਟਾਰੀ ਮੁੜ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਣੀ ਏ ਬਹਾਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੂਪ ਠੱਠ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਪਤਲਾ ਜਲਕ ਨਾ ਹੁਨਾਰਾ ਵੀ ਸਹਾਰਦਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੂਪ ਠੱਠ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਪਤਲਾ ਜਲਕ ਨਾ ਹੁਨਾਰਾ ਵੀ ਸਹਾਰਦਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਰੰਗ ਯੁੱਤ ਮਿਰਗਾਂ ਜੀ ਤੋਰ ਗੋਰਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਰੰਗ ਯੁੱਤ ਮਿਰਗਾਂ ਜੀ ਤੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਾਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ
ਨੈਣ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਦੋ ਬੋਤਲਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬੋਤਲਾਂ ਚ ਸਿਪ ਸਿਪ ਕੀ ਵੇ ਨੈਣ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਦੋ ਬੋਤਲਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਬੋਤਲਾਂ ਚ ਸਿਪ
सड़कों पे चले जब लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर नकली से नखरे तू करे जब देखे हमें झूठी लायर काला काला चश्मा जचता तेरे मुखड़े पे जैसे काला दिल जचता है तेरे चिन पे अपनी अदाओं से ज्यादा नहीं तो 10-12 लड़के तो मार ही देती होगी तू दिन में
तुझे जैसे 36 फिरते हैं मेरे वर्गी और न होनी वे वर्गी और न होनी वर्गी और न होनी तू मुंडा बिल्कुल देसी है मैं कटरीना तो सोनी वे मैं fed up हो गई हूं मुंडिया मैं fed up हो गई हूं मुंडिया सुन सुन के तेरे दुखने वे मैनू काला चश्मा हो मैनू काला 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 ओ मैनू काला
Todas están pendientes a ti, pero tú puestas para mí, haciendo que me odien más, porque todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que no te dejas llevar de cualquiera, y todos te quieren probar. Lo que no saben es que hoy yo te voy a buscar. Dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía.
जी करदा तेरे नाल नचने दी जी करदा You get your hands up, you get your hands up, hands up, hands up, you get your hands up, you get your hands up, you get your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up जी करदा तेरे नाल नचने दी जी करदा तेरे नाल नचने दी जी करदा नचियत गए अज जश्न मनाइए नचियत गए अज जश्न मनाइए तेरे नाल नचने दी जी करदा तेरे नाल नचने दी जी करदा This is your time, get your hands up, you get your hands up, you get your hands up, hands up. This is your time, get your hands up, you get your hands up, you get your hands up. All the eyes and cats, get them up, push 'em all. All the eyes and cats, get them up, push 'em all. All the eyes and cats, get them up, push 'em all. Get 'em up, push 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 'em up. Yeah. Okay. Hush. Let's go.
In the club with my homies, tryna get a little VI, keep it down on the low key. She know how it feels. I saw the shorty, she was checking up for me. From the game, she was sitting in my ear. You would think that she knew me. Decided to cheat. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. Watch out! She's saying, "Come get me." So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, "Baby, let's go." When I told her, I said, Shorty got down, she said, "Come and get me." I got so caught up, forgot she told me. Look at my girl, you can test the whole Next thing I knew, she was all up on me screaming.
This is how we do. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La 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 la. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys and canals.